OPINIONish. We are so glad to have you here, Mitch English, along with Travis Dale, hanging out with us. You're back, man.
Yeah, look. I got a bone to pick with you, buddy.
What do you have for me? What that? Why? What did I do?
You cheating on me?
Why would you say such a?
I come
crazy
back.
thing?
I was off for 1 week, and you got somebody else in here
Yes,
giving their opinions. Ish.
Yeah, we had my director for Daily Flash, which is Keegan, and I needed to teach him all this equipment here so that we can do a show one day where I don't have to press all the buttons. So I had him in here, and he was actually much better than you. I'm thinking it might be the way to go because I don't have to pay him.
I do see the appeal. I mean, he's got youth on his side for sure.
Yeah.
I also noticed that he's a fan of Dick.
Dick Cavett.
Yeah, Cavett. Yeah, he loves the Dick, and so we have that in common too.
First, before we progress on any further, though, the sunglasses.
Sorry, man. Yeah,
I have a lot of monitors here, and I see myself in your sunglasses.
You get lost in my eyes, but yeah, man, it's a little bright in here. I was on a cruise.
Oh, is it real, like out in the water?
Yeah, I was having a fun time, man. But I mean, so yeah, I take a week off. You replace me.
I have to.
You sit in my chair too. You stretch it all out. There's crap.
I farted in it.
You filled it with farts. I can tell.
Which I think, maybe the charcoal thing might be a good idea.
But hey, it's all right, man. It was actually a good episode, and Keegan seems like a really great guy. So
he wanted to meet you. He was like bummed that you weren't here.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh man, I was really looking forward to meet him. I get no.
Well, where's he at?
You're not missing anything.
See?
He actually has, he has a cool jet. What's that venue over there by my house?
McDonald's.
No, it's where music, and they just redid it. It's right there in Mills. It's the Plaza. The Plaza. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
He
works there. Plaza
yeah.
Live. Oh man, I see a bunch of great shows there.
Then he's there.
Oh, can he hook me up? Friends and family.
I am not going to say anything.
Hey man. Hey.
He did talk to me, but I think I did because I was his boss.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, make a plea for him.
Dude,
right
he
now.
sounds like good. I can't wait to meet you, man. And I can't wait we can all be on the show together, and you could be hitting switches and doing buttons, like the stuff that you're too good for, apparently.
Well, I only because I know how to set it up. That's the only reason I'm doing here. But now I did miss you, man, and we had fun. I did try to find a picture of you.
Yeah.
And I animated it. I don't know if you got to see it yet, but it's this beautiful animation of your goofy smile, and you're just going like this. You're going. It's like one of these turns like that.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
We'll need to turn it into like a GIF or a GIF or whatever they call it, and then you put it on your email.
I call it a GIF.
I call it GIF too.
Yeah, and the guys actually.
No, I call it GIF. I call that a GIF.
Make up your mind.
No. Because GIF is graphic for G for graphic,
right?
And it's a hard G.
Yeah, I don't know. I just learned it a certain way, and I can't unlearn it now. So I've always called it a GIF. Wait, no. What do I do? Is it GIF?
I say GIF. I always call it a GIF.
Yeah. I do a GIF.
Because graphic
You're right.
interface.
I do
something.
GIF, not GIF.
Not GIF. And then you started hearing,
and the guy GIF reminds me of peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Yeah.
And the guy who invented it says he calls it GIF.
He calls it.
Yeah,
GIF.
the guy I saw that.
What's his name? Jeff.
Geff. Skippy.
Skippy. Well, screw that guy.
Screw him. Yeah,
he's probably dead, right?
I'm hoping. No, he's still alive. But I'm a PNG guy anyway. Procter and Gamble.
Mm-hmm.
But for my graphics, I like PNG. So, but what have you been? The past week you went on a cruise.
Yeah,
and,
man.
Here in Florida, we have that opportunity. I mean, there's cruises all the time.
I love cruises, and it's in a lot of the news, and you guys talked about it last week, and I wanted to add to the conversation because everybody's like hysteria going around, panic about cruising right now.
Yeah.
There's a hantavirus going down on that cruise ship down out of South America. There's actually a couple new incidents in this last week. Norovirus breaking out. There's one.
They're calling it, they should find in chicks' names to call them like Hannah virus and Nora virus.
Yeah.
Like Nora, it's where you sit down and you have to watch Tom Hanks movies. Nora Ephron. Thank you. I was trying to bring this back to entertainment somehow.
I got the reference.
Okay.
But yeah, it's these things are happening. But I mean, is this something that happens all the time on cruises? Or is it really rare? Or are we just hearing more about it because it's trending?
I think because of the fact, what we discussed last week was because of the fact that everybody is like COVID, scared of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And so you hear the word virus and you hear an outbreak and, 3 people catch something and they call it an outbreak. Is actually an issue because is it really an outbreak? I wouldn't call it that. But while you were out cruising, how many rat crap sandwiches did you eat?
I ate several rat turd burgers. But they were good. And don't worry, man. I brought sanitizer. Don't worry about me. I got gloves.
You brought all the. Look at this, nice.
Yeah, I got a mask.
An actual mask
from the 80s cartoon animated series Mask, and I'm wearing 2 condoms. So
just play your cards right. You won't have to.
You can never be too safe. So yeah, I'm protected. I love that. You're safe. You're in safe hands.
I love that.
Would Keegan do that for you?
No, Keegan did not do it, but he did tell me about how Gene Hackman's wife died of the.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know. So, but when they were
they were elderly and not as able-bodied, and they were kind of hoarders, I guess, and so rats, a hantavirus spread through rodent feces, contact with it, and so I guess she had a bunch of boxes, old newspapers, clippings, and stuff like that. They get in there, they nest, and then exposure to that. She probably passed from that, and then he was still alive and had dementia. I think he's Alzheimer's.
He was, I think, early stage of that.
And he passed sadly. And he was, I love Gene Hackman.
Man, you can't go wrong with Gene Hackman. My favorite Gene Hackman film is The Replacements. My favorite football film is The Replacements.
I love that movie. Yeah, Keanu's in that.
Yeah. I mean, that's an excellent film. First, when I heard about that, I was like, man, I love The Replacements. And then, of course, we know him mainly from another sports movie.
Hoosiers.
Yeah.
Another sports movie was Crimson Tide.
No, that's you're thinking of like Crimson Tide for the football team. This was about
no. I'm pretty sure Denzel was in it.
No, this was about no, not Tide. Crimson Tide is Alabama, is what they call Alabama.
No, I know what I'm talking about, Mitch.
But Crimson Tide, it was a boat. I'm pretty sure Crimson Tide was a boat about a ship. Am I right or wrong on that?
What are we talking about today?
We're talking about ships. I was trying to bring it around.
I thought we were talking about dead animals. Sorry. Are we not?
Well, your crap sandwiches.
Oh, actually, but you have some updates. We talked about Sloth World the last couple episodes.
With speaking of
the last couple real episodes,
we actually over on Daily Flash, we were talking about Sloth World, and we also talked about it obviously in detail on our very first episode
on OPINIONish.
On OPINIONish, and we had Matt Doolittle, who was the marketing guy there.
Yeah, what a loser.
We say that because he's our friend.
Idiot.
And so we talked in detail about all that. And then we even mentioned about PETA. And PETA had heard about us talking about it extensively. And they wound up sending us a letter. They sent us a letter here saying that thank you for your coverage on the dozens of deaths on Sloth World. By the way, this is beautiful graphics, don't you think, that I've made? Anyway, so he said that they have actually offered a formal complaint to Florida law enforcement and calling for cruelty charges against Sloth World's operators. And she gave us all the details. So I want to thank Nicole.
So someone is watching. Hey, did we hear anything from Tubi?
Tubi, we've not heard anything yet, and we're still working on getting Chris Noth.
Noth? If he could just let us know how to pronounce his last name, I mean, that would be the least he can do. Come on, Chris.
I think it's the first step.
Is it Chris? Am I pronouncing that right?
I think it's
Christ Noth.
Noth.
No, nobody knows.
And you wonder why Tubi doesn't get a hold of us.
To be determined. Let's see. Come on, Tubi.
We are looking for Tubi. We really, really want.
What we need to do is start a campaign. If there's a Chris Noth movie or show on Tubi streaming, we need to get those numbers up. Everybody get on there, click it. It's free with ads. Just get it up, and it'll get his attention, right?
Absolutely.
He starts getting that residual check. Like, where's this coming from?
Why did I get an influx of all this money coming in?
Why is the season 2 third episode of Herman's Head spiking on Tubi?
Herman's Head.
Because he had a guest appearance. That's why, Chris.
I love that one. That's a beautiful
Come on, Chris.
obscure reference, man. You're right. Spot on.
So we were talking about cruise ships. Thanks for circling back around. And so I wanted to be added to the conversation. So I wanted to bring on my cruise ship buddy, somebody who gets me on the boat. Oh, captain, my captain. Randy Smith with Cruise Squad Travel.
Hey, man. Randy, I even brought props and hats as well.
Oh, yeah. I got props. Got sanitizer. I got all sorts of stuff. I'm like Carrot Top over here.
Yeah, hat in hand, right?
I love this.
Randy, welcome to OPINIONish.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
So obviously, I know you personally. We go on boat trips together. Randy's the captain in our group, in our friend group, and we get a lot of families together and we do these epic cruise ship trips, and then he hooks us up with I'm talking like onboard credits, like drink package discounts, all that stuff.
Oh, nice.
And we do excursions and everything and do fun stuff too. You cruise a lot though. How long have you been cruising?
That's a good question. First cruise in 92.
92.
Heavily cruising since 2004.
Really?
Yeah. Right after I got married.
Is it an addiction? Is it a problem?
What's the attraction to cruising?
I mean, it's a one-stop shop. I mean, you have the ability to have everything planned all in one place. You don't have to nickel and dime. It's good value. So,
it's a hotel on the seas.
Exactly.
And the food is usually like the biggest draw for most people, right? I mean, it's
all you can eat.
It's all you can eat. I
all
mean,
you can eat.
and then I went
for the
on
most
one where who's the diners and drives guy with the
Guy
crazy
Fieri.
He's got like a restaurant on one, and I ate
Carnival
hamburgers and
guy,
chicken sandwiches.
He's got guys. Yeah, they got the Red Frog Pub. I'm talking.
Shaq's got big chicken.
Shaq's got big chicken now. Yeah,
yep,
Shaq's in the mix.
Yep.
He's into everything.
I pressed the wrong button here.
It's all good. So yeah, Granny goes on a lot of boats. How many cruises do you do in an average year?
So about 5, and we're usually away about a month if you collectively take all the days.
Like a month. So 1 month out of 12, you're on a boat each year.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So you get some kind of perks with that, like cruising that much?
Well, so I would say I get more perks being a travel agent.
Mhm.
So let's say it was 2021 right after COVID.
Yeah.
We went on the maiden voyage of Carnival's Mardi Gras.
Okay.
And
that real quick,
yeah.
loosely translated, that is Fat Tuesday.
Yes.
And it continued.
Mardi Gras?
Yes. Yeah. So we did the maiden voyage of that, and we had been putting squad cruises together before that.
Yeah, I started cruising with him it was like the weekend before COVID hit, where everything shut down.
It was.
Was the first family cruise I did with Randy and the cruise squad.
Well, and they shut down the cruises early on, right?
Yeah. So this was like late February,
March, April.
By second week of March, everything was shut down.
Okay.
It was like right before St. Patrick's Day, but we were like one of the last ones out. And COVID was like, I want to say it was in the air, but we were aware of COVID at the time,
right?
And we were worried that maybe we'll get stuck out on the boat somewhere, Yep. But we went and had a great time, came back.
It was great.
So with that, we had the knowledge of this virus, but it was in another country at the time. Same thing's kind of happening now with hantavirus. It's happening, but it's starting to spread because people are getting off the boat, and apparently it takes a while for you to show signs of hantavirus.
I think it can be up to 8 days, and sometimes up to 8 weeks, from what I was reading about that.
And now with norovirus, there's a ship just came into Orlando, Port Canaveral, with norovirus cases. And then another one that's docked in Bordeaux, France. A 90-year-old passenger passed away from norovirus, and then like 50 other people are sick from it. So is this something that happens commonly, or are we just hearing more about it because of the hantavirus?
Yeah, I think it's just gaining more traction because when you have you have the hantavirus it's made its way around the media, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's getting hyped up about it. So these stories tend to just, snowball, and you get more and more and more because it's, negative publicity. So, people like to hear those things. So I don't think that there's any more prevalence. I think norovirus happens all the time. It's just getting more traction because of the significance of the hantavirus thing that came up. So
do you still get the discounts?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to circle back to that? Like so the reason I became a travel agent, it just by happenstance, I put these squad cruises together.
Right.
And I met a travel agent on that Mardi Gras cruise, and she's like, "You're doing all the legwork. Why don't you get paid for it?"
Right.
And the thing is that with a travel agent, you're not paying any more as a customer. Instead, the company, the cruise lines are paying you.
Oh,
so
okay.
You're not paying any more, and you're getting better service. You're just a number to the cruise line. If you have a travel agent that you work with that's decent, you're getting the service, and that's where it's about.
And Randy's a good guy. He trickles down some of those perks to the rest of us.
Yep.
Nice.
When we cruise together as a group. And he could do that. He does that for other people too. I mean, he does it with cruise that I'm not even on with him. Like we went on a cruise, my family and I, to out of Rome last year, like a 7-day Mediterranean cruise. He hooked us up with. It's pretty incredible. And we together with our group, our family, we went to a 10-day spring break cruise. And I want to call it the Kokomo cruise because we went to a couple of the spots in the song, the Beach Boys song?
Jamaica.
Aruba, Jamaica. Those are two of the stops. And then that's where the song ended because actually, if you did the Kokomo cruise, which I think should be a thing, you go to all the spots in order of the song. So there's Aruba, Jamaica, Ooh, I Want to Take You, Bermuda, then Bahama. Thing is, you got to pass.
Come on, pretty mama.
Yeah, you got to pass Bahama to get to Bermuda. So you're doing a lot of double backing, a lot of fuel. I think you just spend a lot of money.
You know one thing they don't talk about anymore? I'm a little bit older than both of y'all, but the Bermuda Triangle, like, you know what I'm saying? Because like that was like, man, I was scared crapless about the
honestly,
Bermuda Triangle, man.
I've never been to Bermuda, and I think it might be because of that.
It's the sole reason, right?
I mean, honestly, but it's also further north. It's like parallel with Virginia. I've never been out there.
Look at these buttons I'm pressing.
What are you hitting? Oh, this is great. We got a 3-shot.
Surround video.
I'm still learning. We need Keegan in here.
So,
okay?
so the Bermuda Triangle. I mean, yeah, you used to watch Unsolved Mysteries back in the '90s, and or any of those docuseries. Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Bermuda Triangle.
Killer bees. I was
Killer bees.
I swear, the killer bees. I would not be able to sleep. I was 8 years old, thinking because Leonard Nimoy was talking about how the killer bees were coming and they were going to attack us, and I was going to be hit. And then I go, all right, no, don't have to worry about it. And then I'm an adult, and I'm talking about the murder hornets.
Oh, yeah, right.
Those are real.
But did they ever actually show up?
No, they never did.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the reason you don't cruise, right?
Well,
but right,
partly, I guess, right?
So this feeds into this hysteria stuff that people get this in their head. I'm not going to go to Bermuda because of the Bermuda Triangle. I'm going to get lost there, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go on a cruise ship because I'm going to get hantavirus and norovirus. But actually, these cases are very rare.
Especially hantavirus.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unheard of. Like, I haven't heard of this before.
It is spread person to person in extremely rare cases. From the Andes virus strain that starts in South
there's
America.
Another name.
I love their mints, though.
No, the Andes.
They spread those person to person at Olive Garden at the end of the meal.
And they come from grandmothers. You know that, don't you?
I know.
Those and Werther's.
They're really good, though. So I mean,
Werther's as well.
So I mean, you take the good with the bad, you know. But this cruise that happened, it was coming out of Argentina, and so that's where this strain, that human to human spread of the virus, originates.
Yeah, supposedly they were at a landfill watching birds.
What?
And
sandwiches.
It
was an excursion to the landfill.
Their fingers.
Chef's face.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were an excursion pre-cruise. It sounds like at some landfill watching some birds. Got on the ship.
And
then
we're gonna go
went to hell.
It's like Antarctic cruises, right?
Yeah. So this ship was an expeditionary ship, which means it goes all little places that normal big cruise ships don't go to.
But it's a tiny boat.
Yes, typically. And so it was an Antarctic cruise, and it was supposed to wind up around back to Africa, I think, which is what they did anyway.
Yeah. But then people start getting sick.
Yeah. So I don't know if they actually got off Antarctica. Like, were penguins exposed? I don't know. You know,
that's what we need answers.
Right.
Penguins walk upright, and they scare me, and that's probably where they came from.
Well, there's probably pictures of penguin like the chocolate mint all over their mouths, and they're like, okay, they got exposed.
I don't think it was chocolate mint. I think it was rat poop, man.
No, that's not chocolate.
No, I think chocolate mint, man. Okay, let me talk about. I kind of alluded to this earlier about how they're calling it an outbreak, but 3 people.
Ship of 200 people capacity, 95 cabins. It's you're in close quarters. So,
but even still, I mean, is that an outbreak? I mean, I'm talking about like they're especially being in the news. We like to sensationalize.
Sure.
So when you're outbreak, you think like all these people are catching it, and obviously it is something that's communicable, correct? Like, I mean, like,
I think that's the word. Yeah.
If somebody comes, I've learned to communicate that way. Where if they come off the boat with it, could they actually spread it to other people? I guess, and that would be if somebody got it afterwards, then I would call it an outbreak. Do you know does that make sense?
No, it does.
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't think 3 people's an outbreak.
I don't either. No.
Yeah.
But and yet that's what we see.
I mean, more than 3 people have gotten it, but it's not. I think it's even been 15 or less.
I think,
but only 3 people passed away.
The panic stems from because it takes so long for it to show symptoms. The people have gotten off the boat. One lady was on a flight and died at an airport. And they was on that ship, and so they're worrying about tracking it now and tracking the people.
I saw the Dustin Hoffman movie, Outbreak, and the monkey.
Yeah, we've seen
Marcel the monkey.
Right. We've lived this, and we
already know.
We know the drill. We were there in COVID. I mean, the CDC says obviously wash hands. As far as norovirus, it's highly contagious and spreads primarily through the fecal oral route. Now, did you ever sail the fecal oral route in your travels?
Only one time, but I don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about that? It takes. I think you have to have 2 girls in 1 cup at least to do that, right?
Are you talking about the poop cruise?
Poop cruise. We didn't even touch on that.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, that's a whole different thing.
That's a documentary. It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
not on Tubi.
We're waiting on you, Tubi, to get that. So when you're on the cruise ship, I have gone to one. Matter of fact, I went to a very prestigious prestigious cruise, and right after that is when COVID happen. Right?
Okay, so
and when I was there, they were still it wasn't really that much talk as of yet, but they were like every 5 seconds they're wanting me to put Purell on my hands and telling you to wash your hands and that sort of thing. And this was before it was really the outbreak that we know. I mean, have they amped that up afterwards? I have not taken a cruise since then.
So that you haven't cruised since before COVID?
Correct.
Missing out, bro. But here, after COVID kind of lifted a little bit, we did a Disney cruise. We already had one kind of booked.
The one I was on
was a Disney cruise.
Prior to it, yeah.
Now, did that make it prestigious?
I think Disney cruises are top of line.
They're pretty.
That was your words.
That was my words, yes. But I think because of the fact that they take care of the kids, and you just drop off the kids and let them go.
I mean, it's Disney. It's pretty pristine.
I'm trying to really get in with Disney again.
Hell yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's Disney.
So I'm going to call it prestigious.
No, I would say pristine. Like everything's clean and detailed, and it's like a theme park at sea. So everything's clean. It's white glove service with Disney. Yeah, but they do have mice on the ships too.
But
they're not pooping everywhere.
They do check them in a medical center.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay, so they get the all clear.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did do a Disney cruise shortly after COVID, and they still had those restrictions in place. In fact, we got reminded frequently to keep our mask on, And I'm just saying, I mean, we follow the rules, but it's hard to do karaoke with the mask on. You can't breathe.
Yeah, and a lot of it's over rotation, I thought.
It was a little
with the pool
at the time. Yeah, and then
what about the pool?
I can definitely. So imagine this: like you have a bunch of kids swimming in the pool. They're all excited, right? Only 11 kids in the pool. You have other kids that want to swim, queue up outside. Disney loves queues.
Yeah, they love queues. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, every 10 minutes, lifeguard blows
out of the pool.
Yeah, everybody out of the pool. You got one person in line. Now you got 11 kids getting out of the pool. One person. It's a game of musical chairs, right? And then the kids get in the pool, and it's like the 12th one in the pool, and everyone has COVID.
The whole rules about COVID didn't make any sense. That doesn't make sense, but I get it.
It's an overrated.
They needed to
at the
time.
And then I get it because we didn't really understand.
Yeah, it was our first trip after COVID. And we were still running high on just being together again and being out in the seas and getting out. But I mean, it was strict. It dimmed the magic a little bit. But at the same time, the boat was more than half empty when we went there, and we had quite a great big back balcony room for a great amount of money. I mean, like cheap discount.
It was good.
It was nice. It was good cruising for the money.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
After I got off that cruise though, I was like, I got to give Disney a break for a little bit.
Yeah.
But we've been back since, and it was stellar.
We went
when we went the first time.
I think that was the dream we did. We did the Wish with another time, and that was
it
phenomenal,
prestigious.
Yeah.
It was prestigious. And I agree with you with the child care. What other cruise line will literally come to dinner, take your kids from you, take them to the kids club during dinner, cut the food for them. Our first cruise, they said, listen, you guys, to the parents, you guys are on vacation, because they were starting to do like cutting the food and stuff. It's like, you guys are on vacation. Let us take care of the kids. And that just blew us away because that was some of the old school service that we feel like we used to get back in the day. And it just kind of refreshed that.
Yeah, okay. I can buy that.
And so Disney's a notch above, for sure.
So, but like Disney, a lot of other Northern Hemisphere cruise lines are just as clean, and have top-notch, top-of-the-line sanitary operations. I mean, you were saying that people are constantly cleaning.
Yeah, I mean, you've been with us on cruises. Yeah. How many times do you see people out cleaning
They're
handrails and elevator buttons,
wiping down anything that people touch?
Exactly. And how many people go through there? 1,000 people.
Yeah.
And you're always seeing people.
Washy.
Right. And this gets us back to the fear of cruising, because maybe this from a sanitary perspective, right?
Yeah.
Because we have friends.
Who refuse to go on cruise ships, and they know who they are, and they're missing out on a fun time. But
we might call you out.
Yeah, we might call them out, and they'd never join us and join the squad. Cruise squad. So we have a whole. Yeah, that's us. We're the people on the boat.
You're that one. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of us.
Well, people get annoyed at some point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is me. I'm patient zero here. I think we tried to start kickstart COVID 20.
So now, is this part of the drink package?
Oh yeah, okay. They don't include the bucket.
When you were talking about the bucket, was this what they like clean the?
This was 15 people with a drink package, all going and getting different shots and putting in a bucket with lemonade from
beer?
the buffet.
Oh yeah,
that's liquor in this.
Oh wait, there's some Coronas.
There's some Coronas, a little bit.
It was just like a lime or something.
It was the perfect mixture.
It was a fun Sunday mix. Yeah,
it was
so
bucket drink.
we sometimes do, so we do family cruises. Sometimes we do at least one adult-only cruise, just the adults each year. Just a weekender, out of Port Canaveral, down to Nassau and back, or a private island.
It's a weekend, right?
Yeah, like a 3-night. And so this is kind of what we do. We get the drink package, and we go a little crazy. And this is what it looks like. I mean, that's pretty tame, actually.
Did you have to drink the whole thing?
Oh yeah, man, you got to do it. You can't put it down.
Okay,
and we pass it around.
That is another thing we need to talk about because in the news there has been several news stories about people being overserved.
Yeah, overserved food.
Well, that could be another thing, and for me, that is definitely
alcohol.
The case.
So yeah, I mean, they use drink limits now. I think Carnival Cruise Line and MSC tap you out at 15 drinks, which is plenty. A day, which is plenty.
6 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Now, how do they do that? Because is that for like if you buy the drink package?
You have the drink package.
Okay, but what if I don't? Let's say I'm going to just use my card and
then
every single time.
You pay per drink, and I'm sure that they cap you at 15.
I don't know if they track if you're paying. If you don't have the
Mitch found a loophole.
They might still do that because if you have a drink package, at least on Carnival, I believe, you can't exhaust your drink package and then go buy drinks after that. Like they hard cut you off.
But how would they
track them?
But no,
you have
like
your card.
Oh, okay. So you can't use like a credit card.
No, not a cruise ship.
Okay, that's smart. Okay,
it's all tied to
that
your
makes
room
a lot
key.
of sense. Okay, that makes more sense.
And then most time the rule is whoever any legal age person 21 and up in the stateroom has to have the drink package. So there's no sharing in that. So what we do,
yes,
on paper, me and him will be in a room on paper.
On paper, we're married.
Yeah, and then we put our wives in a room because they're not going to drink as much, So we're throwing the money away.
Sure, okay.
And so we'll be in a room. We just switch cards, our room keys and stuff. It's a lot to keep track of. But
it's a key party at the beginning.
Yeah,
I was about to say that. It's basically what it is.
It's fun when 30 people are with us.
You're cool with it. Leave it cool. Hey, so what about like people I see all the time? They I saw videos of how they sneak their alcohol in, like with hairspray,
shampoozles.
Yeah, you can buy this stuff on Amazon. I mean,
where it's. That's how that you get it. But I mean, you're only talking about like, you're only getting 1 ounce, right?
You can put a handle of liquor in one of those things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ask me how I know.
Okay, well.
It's.
Do they have like dogs that will go through your stuff? Like what
they do now, but they're more concerned with like illicit drugs.
Is that kind of an issue?
Problem?
Yeah, marijuana.
Wow. And then what about like when you go to Jamaica? I imagine they have different rules there. Can you light up the ganja there? I mean,
still not on the boat.
I'm not. You can't take it back on board. But once you're off the island, you do whatever you want.
You can burn the hippie lettuce, right? Okay, I can buy that. I mean, I'm not promoting it. We just
went there with the Dunn's Rivers Falls. It was a phenomenal excursion where we walked up this waterfall.
Yeah, Dunn's there.
Dunn's River Falls.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite excursions.
Honestly, I was a little nervous because at first I couldn't like visualize it in my head. I probably should just watch a YouTube video, but it was awesome. We walked up this waterfall, and it's the thing to do.
You chased it.
Oh, so yeah, I was chasing waterfall. I went against, I grew up listening to TLC. I should have. I usually heed their advice, but this one time I didn't. I actually had a good time. So I chased the waterfall in Ocho Rios, Jamaica. It's the thing to do when you get there.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about destinations. This time of year, for us here in Florida, we can get by and we can get to Jamaica or the Bahamas. Actually, I guess is where most of them go right now, right?
Yeah, at least for us here in Orlando, they're going to Nassau. At least a day in Nassau.
It depends on the length
or
the shorter ones, because it's as far as they can get and get back.
And then most of these cruise lines, they have private islands now. They're getting into that business where they're actually buying an island and then making it into their own fun destination.
I know Disney. They take you to their island, Castaway Cay. That's another thing. It is spelled C-A-Y, but it is pronounced Key.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've always said K.
I know. And they've never, it's like crawfish. Like it's spelled C-R-A-Y.
And Chris knows. I just don't know how to speak, man.
Well, Chris knows, are you out there?
But I always get confused because Royal Caribbean spells it Coco K. Perfect Day in Coco K, but it's spelled the same.
I think it's one of those you can go both ways.
Castaway Key?
You can do both K and Key.
Yeah,
whatever,
you can call it either way.
Jay and Jane.
Well, y'all are the GIF and GIF. That's how that's the theme today. Is those
grammar Nazis?
Grammar Nazis.
I was thinking peanut butter when you kept saying it, but
yeah, man.
Skippy.
That talking about that, Hitler wrote his book.
What?
Mein Kampf, right? Right.
Where is this going?
No. No,
I said grammar Nazi. That's where his brain went.
That's where it went, right? Because he had to have an editor, right? So there really was a grammar Nazi.
So let's talk more about Hitler.
Let's talk about his boats. What those U-boats they had were crazy.
What kind of buffet is it?
What I love is having the editors have to figure out the lines of our stream of consciousness on the show.
We're really throwing AI off.
AI
all
is
over the
all
place.
over the board with it. Okay, so must-haves on a cruise to go nowadays. Now, I know obviously like the rules would have been much different, say, pre-COVID, but as you go to on a cruise, what's some things that people should always remember to bring along with them that maybe that you normally wouldn't think about?
Sunscreen.
Passport. You can't get on the boat without it.
You know, stuff like, outside of those sort of things.
I want to bring sunscreen or any kind of like first aid or medicinal thing that you can't get.
I mean, my wife,
it's going to be
my
4
wife
times
packs
the
a
cost.
pharmacy.
Yeah,
and the sunscreen too. That goes to that point because
if you need sunscreen, you're on a boat. It's going to cost you 4 times what you.
It's
bring
actually
it
cheaper for you. And I've done this before. Forgot sunscreen. Get off the boat in Nassau, go get sunscreen just to get back on the boat. I've done that before.
Yeah. So you're not going to want to have to like buy stuff on the island or on the ship that you can bring from home. So bring what you can.
Rooms are the best floor to be on as far as the cruise goes.
Interior versus balcony. What's your pick?
Well, balcony, obviously, but
I mean, for the price.
Yeah, it really depends. So, like when I price people, it's looking at the price differences. I mean, if you're talking $100 different, you know, this doesn't pay to get an interior.
Yeah,
but
might as well go for it.
Yeah, but the location, when I try to book people, it's close to an elevator. If the restaurants or, you know, I'm a fat guy, I like to eat. So, you know, I like to be near the buffet in the back of the restaurant, so I have to walk that far, right?
Right.
And then you don't want to be right under the pool deck. So I try to book people as high as I can.
And why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
Because at 5 a.m, they like to clean. And they're dragging chairs around.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not
or under a kitchen.
So a little bit more midship.
Well, the problem with being midship is that anywhere you go, you have to walk.
Oh, I'm talking like deck-wise. Like
the higher you are, the better your view is.
Right.
But you don't want to be right under the.
Okay, let's say you're going with a group of friends and, you know, you don't really care about the balcony or whatever. Inside rooms.
We've done that too.
They've actually, interior rooms have actually changed where they put fake monitors with cameras on the outside, right? Am I right on
No,
that?
they do that in Disney ships. They do monitors. So they kind of give that outdoor feel, even though you're inside. So it's a little less claustrophobic.
Disney's got that little starfish up on the thing, you know?
Right. Does it also, somebody told me if you don't get as much rocking if you're closer.
Yeah, I think
if
you're towards the middle, you don't. You don't have as much. I you're seasick.
I like it though.
Yeah,
the best sleep I've ever had in my life was on a Disney cruise where I don't sleep well a lot.
Interior room.
Yeah,
because there's no light.
And the inside and that it was just enough rocking where it just rocked me to sleep, man. I'm telling you, I slept so well.
Yeah, you wake up and you're like, man, it's 7 a.m. You look at your phone, it's like noon.
Yeah,
and you couldn't tell because it's pitch black.
You've been on all the cruise lines, or are there any cruise lines you haven't been on? Because this one that just had norovirus was Princess Cruises. I've never been on that.
I have not been on Princess.
Okay, would you go on it
boat, right?
now?
I wouldn't go on it because of that norovirus outbreak that we just had.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no.
You'll try anything out.
I'll try anything.
Nothing scaring him.
I mean, within reason.
Yeah,
I have a story about Princess Cruise Line. Would you like to hear it?
The Love Boat? The Love Boat.
So I was, they flew me out when I was working for Daily Buzz. They flew me out to Galveston, Texas, and I flew into Houston, and they had a limousine pick me up and drive me to Galveston. So I was like, it's just me. I mean,
fancy.
Wasn't expecting. I was like, okay, cool. So I get to the hotel room and everything, and they're like, okay, you're going to be shooting on. It was in port, and so I didn't get to go out on the cruise, but I got to go on the ship, and that's where I was staying. So that was like my hotel room. So anyway, they put me up there and they said, hey, would you like to go out to dinner? The first night I was there I was actually in a hotel room, and they go, hey, we're all going out to dinner tonight. Would you like to join us? I go, absolutely. It'd be great. And they go, all right, we'll come by and we'll pick you up, say 7 o'clock or whatever. And so I ran outside and another limousine was there. I was like, okay, cool. And I opened the door and I sit down, Captain Steubing. Next to
Gavin
me.
McLeod.
Gavin McLeod, nicest guy in the world. And I'm like, Murray from Margarita de Board. I was like, oh my God, I'm talking to you. Yeah. And the sweetest gentleman in the world. Just so nice. And like, he was interested in who I was and, knew about me. And
permission to come aboard.
He gave me permission to come aboard. So give me what I dropped this name here.
Yeah, you jump right there.
I got it. Anyway,
that's
but
awesome.
That's and he's passed, and so it was a great moment for me about that. And
he's such a good guy. He's great.
I mean, genuine. Like just a genuinely nice.
And what year was this?
This was when I was with the Buzz, so it had to be between I want to say like 2006, 2007.
Because since around that time, they started doing these like conventions on boats. They do like celebrity conventions. They do like bands. I know like Creed was having a Creed cruise. They have
like 80s cruise, right?
80s cruise. I would love to do that. I mean, it's a lot more money than like a regular cruise.
But here's the thing: you can see how many different artists in the span of a week.
Right. Yeah. They have multiple stages, multiple sets, and different concerts all over the boat. And then you do meet and greets. It's like a convention, a fan convention.
Right. Exactly.
I know Rick Springfield used to do a lot of those.
Yeah. They do those. Yeah.
I think it'd be kind of cool because you're going there, much like how we all went to the yacht rock night.
We did that.
Everybody is there together, and they appreciate it. You're there for one reason, right?
Yeah, having a good time.
And have you ever gone to a swingers cruise? Yeah. How do you know that you're on a...
So what they do, these magnets, upside down pineapple.
Yes.
You put a magnet on your door, and that lets people know.
I think Carnival banned those.
They did. I saw somebody online went and bought a bunch of in bulk and just slapped them on a bunch of doors, just running down the hall, slapping
That's exactly what I would do.
Talk about a key party.
Yeah.
That's the kind you want to go to, right?
Exactly. So what would be your favorite cruise line then? If you've done them all?
Yeah. So it depends on what you're looking for, right? So if Virgin is good if you don't have your kids.
What you call me?
That's a key party I want to go to right there.
Virgin's good because definitely no kids. They actually don't have a buffet. It's kind of like a food hall.
Okay.
So you can walk around, you can look at the things that are being made, then you go sit down, and never have had to fight for a seat. You go sit down, you scan a QR code, you look at the menu, and there's little flags. And when you want to order, you figured out what you want, you put the flag up, and then someone comes over to you. And we're talking in a normal, like where you would normally be in a buffet. So it's a lot better experience. Someone comes over to you, takes your order, and they leave, and you just hang out. And then all of a sudden, food runners start bringing food to you. So you can literally sit down instead of have 5 people at the buffet, fight people to go get a seat, sit down, and things just start coming to you. How much better could you get?
That's incredible. Right. And so, no kids at all.
No kids at all.
And they have a private island?
It's not their private island, but
they have a resort
world in Bimini, right?
That's right.
Right. So I guess they co-locate there for when the ship's in port.
And that's like a party?
It's a party.
Now, you can't beat Coco Cay, though, Royal Caribbean's private island, for a party atmosphere. We went there, and it was like Spring Break 2000. They had the thong song on rotation. It was epic. It took me back to college.
Is legit.
Yeah, they had the grotto there. So that's Royal Caribbean. And then we talked about Castaway.
Yeah, I mean, Disney's Disney.
Key, yes.
Yeah.
The other thing to call out too is MSC has their yacht club level. That is a step above. If you want a small cruise feeling with all the big ship amenities, that's where it's at.
That's MSC is
MSC.
And actually, we did that. That's all we just did.
We predominantly been sailing MSC since 2023. So, yacht club is basically white glove service. You get a butler, alcohol package, Wi-Fi package, and all those things really add up. If you add them up separately, it's a good value. Separate area of the ship where you're not like normal. I would say normal. Bad choice of words. Gen Pop does not have access.
The normies
does not have access to. And you want to go to the show, you don't have to make any reservations. The butler will just escort you to the show.
You have a butler?
Wow.
Yes. You want to get off the ship, the butler will escort you off the ship.
Wow.
You skip all the lines. It's just, it's worth everything.
Okay, so that's on my list. The Virgin Cruise, the MSC Yacht Club.
I'm going to make you write that down.
Okay. We're going to figure out a date to do it. We have all these other party things going on. And so how would you rank the cruise lines though? I'm gonna put you in this corner and I want to hear it. What's your favorite cruise line?
I mean, I would say MSC.
MSC over Royal.
Yes.
And Disney.
Because of the value.
Oh, okay.
MSC, it's a lot of good value for the money you're spending. But I will say, so Royal's newer ships, you're talking about Legend and Star and Icon, a lot of demand, higher prices. Some of the older ships, you can get good deals. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of the amenities are on the newer ships.
Now, you said that's a good value. Now, what about if you wanted a great value? Is that Walmart?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Walmart Cruise Lines.
I wanted to ask
talk about
the,
Carnival.
we haven't mentioned Carnival.
okay, are you about to talk about Carnival? Because I do want to have a question about
you brought it up.
River.
So.
Yeah, that's just no. I know it, and now sad though. Like that's the Walmart of the sea. I mean,
well,
is it fair to call them
that's
that?
the Guy Fieri one. That's the one that Shaq has his stuff on. So there's pluses to Carnival. We've cruised them to Alaska,
sure.
but yeah, like that's back in March with that
2022. Right after COVID, we right after that Disney cruise we did.
Yeah, we went to Alaska.
We went to Alaska.
It was a 10-day out of San Francisco to Alaska. It was Carnival, and we had the boat to ourselves. But it was nice. It wasn't.
You and Kathy Lee Gifford.
Yeah, if you could see us now.
Right.
But we were out there, for 10 days, and it was a different destination. So it wasn't like the wilder tropical Caribbean type of cruise, because people weren't like drinking, going crazy. We're going to Alaska, so it was a little more chill, literally.
It was the experience. It was experience.
Right,
exploration.
But talk about Carnival. I mean, we were talking about there's illnesses people worried about. There's also can be some violence sometimes on cruise ships. Back in March, that slapping incident on a Carnival ship out of Mobile, Alabama, the Carnival Spirit. They were probably drinking some spirits. And then fish started flying.
I think I might have been on the Spirit. I took my daughter, and my best friend actually invited us, and I took my daughter on Christmas Day. We took a cruise on Carnival.
So you're experiencing the Spirit on the Spirit.
The Spirit of Christmas. On the, and we had a good time. I mean, it was. She loved it. I mean, it was fun, and that was the time where I had slept in the central, the inner, what do you call it? Interior, yeah. And I had a good time.
I thought he was going to say the lobby.
Yeah, right now.
And I've had a couple nights where I've done that. So yeah,
that's my thing.
We're going to talk about Vegas.
No, we're going to talk about Vegas we have a Vegas episode for sure.
All right, so I do want to talk about how there is the younger generation. I was watching a special about these river cruises, and a lot of younger people are starting to go on like where it's not all of the music and the loud and the pools and stuff, and it's more boutique. Are you seeing a lot of people kind of moving towards that and kind of moving away from the big ships and maybe doing like river cruises and that sort of thing? Is it called river cruises? I don't know. Is that what they call it? Okay.
Yeah. I haven't personally seen a massive shift towards it, but But yeah, that's definitely on my bucket list.
I think I would want to do that.
Yeah, because you're talking about these ships are super small because they have to be small to be able to navigate the rivers, right?
Yeah.
European river cruise it's great. I've seen
my in-laws just went to one. They said they absolutely loved that.
Yeah, and it's a different experience, right? Because we're talking cruising. When you think of cruising, you think of Caribbean, you think of partying,
right?
Yeah, like we normally do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, like the Alaska experience was
amazing.
Great.
Yeah.
We're trying to do not a Norwegian cruise line, but like a Norway cruise next year.
Wasn't there a virus?
The fjords.
Yeah.
Yeah. Norway.
Norovirus. Norway.
So we're trying to do that next year, but it's all these different ways to see the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
It's not all Caribbean, but it's Alaska. It's you go outside your balcony and you're met with mountains and waterfalls.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's totally a different
experience. And these European cruises, they stop along the way, and you can get out and experience the cultures in different countries and stuff.
Exactly, and that's one big thing. That's one thing that we're really big about is I love cultural immersion.
Mm-hmm.
So when we went to the Med,
he's always talking about cultural immersion.
Yeah,
this guy.
I mean, here's the thing: like
he won't shut up about it.
Yeah, right. So like you go to the Caribbean and you get off the boat and you're just met with a barrage of people trying to sell you something or take you somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not cultural immersion, right? So when you're talking about cultural immersion, like when we went to the Med, we did a walking tour.
Mediterranean?
Yeah.
Did a walking tour? You went to
culinary tour. It was
in Rome, walking.
Right? Well, yeah, I'll get to that in a second. That was different. But in Marseille, we did a culinary walking tour. We were literally walking the streets of Marseille. There's a lot of Algerian population there, and they were taking us to these cafes and sampling different things of food.
Mm-hmm.
There's this farmer's market kind of thing going on. But one of the vendors there realized that we were Americans because we're the only Americans walking around because we're deep into the city. Realized that we were Americans. He got really excited to see us there because there's such a bad kind of reputation, or especially around like Marseille, about crime and that sort of thing. And they were so happy to see Americans actually coming in and enjoying their city. It kind of brought my wife to tears because she was excited that somebody was appreciating us being there. Right. Yeah. In Rome, we did an e-bike tour, which was great because So Rome is 45 minutes from the port.
Civitavecchia.
Yeah, and you were there.
That's where I went last year. Yeah.
So you could get on a motor coach and go into Rome, but the bus can only go so far, and then you get off and you have to walk everywhere. So walking limits your ability to see all kinds of different things. Okay. When we got off, we got on an e-bike. Through MSC, they have some e-bike tours. So we were able to get on an e-bike and actually expedite our travel around the city and see a whole bunch of different things all in one day. And it made a really good experience. The kids really enjoyed it.
So the cruise ship over there, what cruise line were you sailing on?
MSC.
MSC.
Yeah, if you're doing Europe, MSC's.
The one in France, what was that?
Same.
Also MSC?
Yep.
Because this cruise line, have you heard of Ambassador Cruise Line? That's the one that's having in Bordeaux, France, stocked there now. 50 people sick, 1 person dead from norovirus. We reached out to the ship's captain, Pepe Le Pew, but he was on a smoke break.
Was he really?
Yeah, but that's actually, I mean, have you ever heard of Ambassador Cruise Lines?
Yeah, I think it's a smaller,
but they seem like a fancy operation. You know, they serve Grey Poupon at their muster stations.
I did not know that.
At their muster station, yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah, French's mustard. It's a tragedy, though. A man's dead.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I just want to keep us in track.
But to circle back, you said something earlier about the cleanliness and
I showered earlier.
Yeah, thank you. But we were talking about how when you're on a ship, you see people cleaning all the time, right?
Yeah.
And elevator buttons, like I was saying, handles and whatever. And we were talking 1,000 people probably go through there, right?
Right.
The same people, or the same quantity of people would go through a hotel in Las Vegas.
Good point. Yeah.
And how many people do you actually see cleaning?
They're not cleaning that. I mean, maybe a hotel in Vegas, but like an airport, same thing.
Airport, yeah, exactly.
People going in and out of airport.
And
nobody's wiping
all
anything
over the
down.
world. Yeah,
right,
too.
Exactly. So I mean, the point is that who's to say cruise ships aren't actually cleaner than the airport?
Right.
And so people that will travel all the time and go through all kinds of different airports, but won't get on a cruise ship is kind of
hypocritical. It's like, figure it out.
I think also the offerings that they're giving now, as I mentioned when we were talking about this, my wife, she is like, her big thing was like, well, they're not gonna have any food on there that I can eat, and now they're really offering it. From she's not vegan or anything, but
those with dietary restrictions,
you're able to get what
they can accommodate.
I see food courts on the new Norwegian one. It's really, really nice.
So,
and one of the nicest spas that because I did a story on the Norwegian cruise line over in Tampa, and on the land, it was better than that. It was just a gorgeous facility. So really, really cool.
So there's something for everyone on every ship and every different cruise line. So let's run some hypotheticals. Let's say I got a family of 4, and I do. What's the best cruise line for me? And I have 2 kids that I know about.
So really, it comes down to knowing your customer.
Yeah.
Right? So I try to match the customer to the cruise line. Different cruise lines, we were saying, have pros and cons, and they're good at different things, right? So trying to understand what your customers' likes are. So like if you're an active, you like outdoors, you like to do things with your family. I know that sounds wrong,
right?
But if you're active all the time with your family, I might recommend Royal to you because you've got the flow rider. Yeah, you got flow rider. You've got ice skating, rock climbing.
Like zip lines, water
exactly.
slides, all on the ship.
Yeah, if you're into those things, like that's where I would probably say is the best fit for you. If you're into how much food can I get into myself over the course of a week? Maybe it's Carnival, it's and a lot of these things, I've seen cruise lines will have buffets open at certain times or closed at certain times. So like we found on Royal, like the buffet is not open as at the times people usually want to eat. Carnival, it's open all the time. It seems like MSC, it's open all the time, even into 2 a.m, and that reminds me, MSC has the best pizza at sea.
Oh, really?
I have to say.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And do they have it delivered to your room? Or
you can.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You got to pay for it. But if you want to get it for free.
And they're open late.
Yeah. Carnival, you have to, the line's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. So MSC bakes big pizzas. They're an Italian cruise line. It's always available in the buffet. Go grab your slice. It's great.
So you would probably pitch Virgin Cruise Lines for like a childless couple. right?
Yeah.
The wife is barren.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
if you're trying to get away from your kids.
Or if you're trying to make kids.
Yes.
What cruise is that? What would be the Virgin Cruise Line, I would imagine, right?
Yeah,
Right.
the Virgin does have the ice cream shop. It's Lick Me Till I Scream.
Wow.
Is that literally the name of
It's
it?
the name of it.
See, that's why I love Richard Branson. Like he gets it, right?
And the Virgin, when they first came out, it was kind of, we were watching videos and like, I don't know if this is for me. It's a little risque.
Yeah.
But there's something for everybody. If you want just quiet, low key cruise, you got that. If you want happening party boat, you got that. It's all in what you want, and they make a great product.
What if I'm an alcoholic Brazilian street fighter? What cruise line should I be on?
I believe you are, aren't you?
Yeah. What if?
Norwegian,
really?
They have the best drink package value.
Okay, nice.
It sounds like Emmett, what's it called?
MSC.
It sounds like a redneck saying, "Where'd you go last summer?" MSC, man.
Oh man, he needs to go on probably a river cruise on the Great Mississippi with his fin.
Definitely not a European one.
Oh, Huck, never had it so good. This is interesting stuff here. And the best time of year would be when to go cruising? Because people forget it's always going to be warm down in the Bahamas. Like at Christmas when I took my daughter, Chris, it was beautiful weather.
If you want good prices, not summer.
You want to go off peak because we're about approaching summer. You're probably going to hit. What we usually do
September.
Spring break can be pricey
April.
Too because it's peak prices. People are off.
And other people have spring break in April too. So you got to factor that too.
But we go in late January, February sometimes, and it's water temperature's a little cold, but we have pretty good sunshine.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. When you get on, they always have all kinds of entertainment for you. And I remember they would do like costume parties, which I never understood. How would you know what to bring on? Do they have like places you can dress up?
There's like an 80s night.
Like an 80s night. So you would have to bring that with you, right?
Yeah, like a white night.
And then, of course, karaoke. And I would imagine you could probably agree with me on this. If there's karaoke, both of y'all, both karaoke?
Oh,
really?
Man, me and him, these guys, me. And then sometime when we go out, you too, we need to do karaoke.
The last time I saw you, we were doing karaoke, Mitch. At House of Blues.
And I have I have my one favorite that I'm trying to quit doing all the time, which is Fancy? By Reba McEntire.
You really get into it, man. You destroy Fancy.
I love it, and I know all the words to it, and I think I can do it sober too. Nowadays too. But I wanted.
Don't let me down.
Tell me about this stuff right here. What is this all about?
Okay, so we go on cruises together, and we do karaoke. They do competition sometimes. I'm also really good at trivia. We went on this 10-day cruise this last spring break, and I had to retire halfway through the cruise because I was winning too much. I would walk in there for trivia, and people would rip up their sheets and be like, "Oh, I quit." Here's Travis. No, seriously. Day one, we won 80s music.
They saw him come in. They went and got another drink.
Beatles trivia.
They're one of their 15, right?
Classic rock trivia. Movie music trivia. We were just winning.
And when do you win on those things? I mean,
I got.
Is it like you win a drink package?
No,
or
I mean,
like prizes?
This is maybe the smallest one that I could bring in, but I got T-shirts. I got.
What is that?
It's a hats. This is a bandana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna give this to you.
MSC, man.
And this is MSC, but I mean, this was it's a ship on a stick is what they call it when you get on. This was on the Carnival Liberty. We get this for trivia. This is the prize they give out. This is the crown jewel,
is that
though.
Usually on your mantle.
This is the Royal Caribbean medallion. I got this for winning, I think, a karaoke competition or a finish the lyric competition, name that tune kind of thing. So I'm always coming home with some swag. I'm leaving with something. So,
and is that your goal when you go on?
No, it's not really. My goal is just to have fun, and that's what everybody has to do. That you got to choose fun, and that's actually a Carnival logo. It was on the bucket that I was drinking. You can't see it; it's on the other side. But you choose fun when you go on these boats. You don't get in a fight. You're paying too much money to be there. Don't throw a fist and have a bad time, cause other people have a bad time. Right. And just use your common sense. You want to wash your hands. You want to keep things clean. Don't eat turd burgers, guys.
We keep telling them. We keep telling them that.
Yeah.
Nobody should be eating anything.
Wear your sunscreen. Just have a good time. Stay within the rails. Don't go overboard.
Right.
That's my opinion.
Well, that's the same
rules.
I could
be wrong.
That's the same rules we have here on the show, and I think we did pretty well with that.
That is our number one goal, is to keep you from going overboard.
I mean, they're on Trav Watch when we go on ships.
100%.
Someone's a designated.
You're usually the level guy, though.
No. When
our Vegas trips,
we take turns being responsible, and that kind of happens on our boat too.
I think it's my turn next time to go to Vegas. So,
but hey, man, you need to come on. You need to join the squad.
I would love to join your squad.
You need to get.
It might be a solo thing because it would be hard it would probably be very hard for me to get Liza to go on one of these.
Then we'll just go on a virgin one, and then
if it's virgin,
she'll
listen to this. Listen, she will listen to this podcast, and she'll learn so much. My wife and
anybody else listening who wants to join the squad, just get in touch with Randy Smith, Cruise Squad Travel, cruisesquadtravel.com.
Yes.
Do this real quick. Do this right here.
Yeah.
Okay, right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
keep
doing
visit the
that.
site. Smash the button.
Look at that. Yeah.
Click like.
Click like. Yeah.
And join the squad. I mean, it's the most fun we have all year.
Right. Well, I learned a lot today. I learned really good. Before we wrap up, we always want to talk about what you're watching on TV. I talked about this last week, but I didn't get to go far detail. It kind of has something to do with what we're talking about because it is a water a show. It's called Widow's Bay. It's on Apple TV. It's got Matthew Rhys and Stephen Root in it.
I love it.
It is probably the best show on television right now. I'm going to say it because it is so well written. It's so much subtle humor, which kind of like, I remember on Arrested Development.
Oh, yeah.
Something would happen in the background, and if you weren't paying attention or if you didn't stop and think about it, kind of like the Beagle on a doghouse and when they would play the Charlie Brown music, there's like little jokes like that, right? Okay. And so this show is just like that, where you'll find these characters are so well defined already in the third episode that they're just off the wall. Stephen Root, first off, if he's in anything, it's going to be fun.
He's a Florida Gator.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he went to UF. He's a Gator. Yeah, I love Stephen Root. He's great. He was Milton in Office Space.
Yeah. Barry, I got to take a sidebar here.
My stapler.
My stapler. A sidebar. I got to tell you what you're doing at the University of Florida. They're having a country concert. It's the first time ever that they're going to have
in the stadium. Morgan Wallen. Yeah.
They're going. Do you know about the deaf? The blind, they're going to have for the first time ever where blind people can actually listen to the concert, and they have a audio thing saying what's going on. They have a professional guy that's going to say, okay, now fireworks just shot up in the air.
But over the music?
No, you would wear headphones and listen to the concert, but you would also get an audio description of what's going on at the concert. It's the first time that they've actually tried doing this at the University of Florida.
Do people want that? Because
blind people do, yeah.
But you can have headphones and pass through. I think
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'd rather
it's like the movie house for they give hearing impaired folks, so you can those glasses where you can read.
I don't need to be told fireworks are going
you're not
off.
blind.
I know, but if I close my eyes, I'd rather I'm there listening to the music and not having audio.
Okay,
cues.
have you ever watched a show with audio?
Why would they want that? Because you're drowning out the music, right?
Well, I would imagine like if they're playing a song, it's like,
I mean, that's cool. That's great.
These are professional guys. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
But have you ever watched a TV show that has a narrative underneath it?
Yeah,
it's great. It's like if you want to fall asleep with the TV on, that's the best way to do it because they'll say Bob now walks into the room and says
it's that ASMR.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. And so they're gonna. This is the first time they're doing it. I think it's an awesome thing they're doing right there at the University of Florida.
I mean, I love UF, and
yes, you do.
I'm not going to that concert, but that's cool that they're starting to do those events in there.
Yes.
I mean, I would love to go see some shows in there.
And if you want to imagine a Morgan Wallen, it's like, and now he's picking up the chair and throwing it out.
Right. He just hit five fans in the first front rows, nailed with a chair.
All right. So
there's blood everywhere.
What I'm watching with the narrative off is Widow's Bay. It's on Apple TV every Wednesday.
Is this a comedy, drama, thriller?
It is a thriller.
Okay.
A comedic thriller.
Thriller or filler?
That was your thing last week. But it has just this slight humor in it, and it's scary, and it's a lot of mystery in it, but also funny.
I'm adding it to my
really,
watch
really
list.
Cool. And Matthew Rhys, I don't know why this is the first comedy I've ever seen him in, and he nails it. Yeah, he's really, really.
I liked him in The Americans.
Yes, he was really good on that. He was also. We just watched another movie he was in, and then he was also Mr. Rogers, that movie about Mr. Rogers.
Oh yeah, with Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
What are you watching?
Yeah,
Randy?
what you watching, Randy?
Right now?
Yeah, anything?
Night Agent.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about that. I'm not familiar with it.
It's about.
Oh wait, yeah, I do.
It's on Netflix.
It's the second season, right?
Yeah.
I won't take it over too much, but from what I understand, he is like a soldier that has to answer phones overnight.
Yeah,
and
but then he gets recruited into actually being night agent. Into their whatever the government agencies, right? And he's
Gabriel.
Yeah. It's the guy that
he was in
Hillbilly Elegy.
J.D. Vance.
Yeah, but he played that part. He played the part of JD.
Oh, the boy, the guy from the movie.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
The vice president? I saw that movie too.
Is he directing now? I'm watching Survivor right now. Me and Tiff are in this season 50. This is like a big season where we got really into Survivor currently. In fact, I need to get home to watch it with her. They brought back all returning players. And some of the fan favorites over the years. Have you guys ever kept up with it?
My daughter is a huge Survivor fan, and she keeps on, Dad, you need to go try out for that. And I go, I'm not going to survive if I'm on there.
Make sure you wear the bandana.
I think I will.
Right?
They'll get me in just like that. But aren't they staying in one place? Were you the one telling me that they're staying in one place? They don't go around.
They don't hop around anymore. They actually bought their own island in Fiji.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So everybody's doing
there's the cruise ships.
Yeah, I know. I would love to cruise to Fiji and pop in on Survivor. That'd be awesome.
Very cool. All right, one more time. Let's get your website so we can have people check it out.
Yep. So www.cruisesquadtravel.com.
Remember, you got to do that.
Oh, cruisesquadtravel.com.
Cruisesquadtravel.com.
Oh, okay. So is cruisesquad.com taken?
I would imagine.
.net.
Yeah.
We're coming for you.
Yeah, I had to get that.
Whoever you are. We're getting that handle.
Who you are, but we'll get it. All right, very cool. Thank you so much for joining us. I was educated today, man. So much so. We want to thank everybody, of course, at home watching us or wherever you're at. And we remind you to help us spread the word about OPINIONish. All you have to do is, of course, subscribe. You can go to OPINIONishpodcast.com, subscribe there. And, of course, anywhere you get your podcasts, that's where we're at. We're hanging out, and also on social media. Anything you want to promote there, Travi, this week besides your mask?
Yeah, I'm just trying to, mask up. I don't want to get anybody sick. Critics.com. Check me out. We'll be back next week.
You got to tell everybody how to spell that, though.
CRITTICKS.com.
Do that thing, remember?
Yeah, critics.com. You can read. I'll be back next week when I see Mandalorian and Grogu, the Star Wars movie coming out.
This is highly anticipated. This is basically going from cable, but
it's going from Disney Plus series to it's basically going to be the 4th season. There's 3 seasons on Disney Plus, and now as a brand new major motion picture.
All right, and you're gonna, in the meantime, play Ray Charles there with their sunglasses on, and or Stevie Wonder.
Narrate the end of the show to me, Mitch.
And now Travis is moving his head left and right and up and down to the side. And he's speaking into the microphone and says,
"Goodbye."
Very nice. Thanks for watching and listening to Opinion.